Corporate records, how do you organize them in modern times? And this is a common question now. It used to be you would have a corporate binder. And many of my clients have them or have had them in the past, right? You have a actual binder for your corporation. You would have your certificate of incorporation, your bylaws, your stock certificates, your stock ledger, your meeting minutes. All these types of things will be compiled into a particular binder, and as you have meetings and events happening in the company, you update the binder. Of course, a lot of companies fail to go through the steps of updating that binder. In the modern times, however, we're doing more and more electronically, and sometimes it just doesn't even make sense to have a physical file. What you want to have is an electronic file, and so more and more companies are going to that. And so what you want to do there, I recommend, one strategy is to create an index in an electronic file of all your various documents. And you want to update that index and then have an electronic file cabinet where you save your various documents. So what you're doing here is saving documents perhaps chronologically as they happen or in subfolders by the type of document. And then you're updating your index as things happen so that you know where to find documents and what documents exist. One of the big problems with record keeping, of course, is things that go missing. So you want to make sure that you're updating this regularly. And that's where a lot of people miss out in corporate binders, whether they're the paper form or now the more modern electronic form, is people update their agreements, they update their documents. They do new meeting minutes, etc., but they don't go back and update the index. They don't update the file cabinet, right? So they do the meeting, they do the transaction, they sign the contracts, whatever the event of the day is gets done, but they never go back and update the record. So a good practice is to periodically go back, update that index and record of documents, make sure you have everything sorted and stored like it needs to be. So electronic is the way most people are going these days. You certainly could still do it in paper, but if you have that old paper file, you may want to think about what your transition plan is to electronic. Regardless, you may have to do some corporate archaeology. It's a good idea to get a lawyer licensed in your jurisdiction to work with you on that. They can probably point out things you're looking for, how to index it. It may be a very small engagement, but it may help you a lot. So it may be a good chance to build a relationship with a lawyer, get to have a lawyer know your company, and then fix some of those pitfalls before you have problems. So consider reaching out to a lawyer licensed in your jurisdiction. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're bringing you more tips and tricks, and we have a whole library of past videos. Also, I welcome you to subscribe to the channel and join us in the comments, but don't put anything confidential in the comments as other people can see those comments. So I look forward to your questions down there.